So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna be making one of your favorite treats. What do you love to eat that I don't buy at the grocery store very often? And you eat the whole Pop-Tarts. Okay, right? You eat the whole entire container. But what we're gonna make is Pop-Tarts that are better for you. They don't have all the additives and preservatives, and they're really quick, I promise. So the first thing you need is puff pastry, which you can get at the grocery store. It's really readily available right now. I just picked up a bunch. The good thing about puff pastry is that it puffs up and it's kind of almost like in between like croissant-like, and it's delicious. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take this puff pastry. Leah, what is your favorite type of Pop-Tart flavor?
Mine is cinnamon.
The cinnamon brown sugar?
Yes.
Well, guess what? We're gonna make the cinnamon brown sugar today. And I'm gonna show you how to make another kind too. Because you also like the strawberry kind, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so I put the puff pastry out on a piece of parchment paper first to start with. Okay, let's move this out of the way. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it into eighths, okay? Do you know what that means?
Yes. Cut it in half and then cut it in fourths.
Right, so you're gonna cut it into 8 equal pieces. So yep, just like that. Good. And then sometimes what I do is I just kind of like mark it so that you kind of know ahead of time and you can kind of gauge that it's all around the same. Yeah, just like that. Okay, right there. Good.
And right here.
Awesome. Okay, so now we have the puff pastry already cut. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do an egg wash on it. And what the egg wash is going to do is it's going to give it a really pretty sheen, but it's also going to help it to seal it together, kind of like the glue. So the first thing you want to do is you want to crack that egg. Can you do that for me? Awesome. Okay, I'll take that. Go wash your hands real quick. Okay. And then we're going to, with our egg wash, we're going to need 2 teaspoons of milk into our eggs. Okay, Leah, you came back at the perfect time. Do you want to whisk that together for me? Okay, so take that and whisk that. Yeah, and just make sure, yep, it just get the yolk all the way in there. So as soon as it like starts to combine, yeah, just like that. And then you can just kind of, you know, there you go. Just move faster, you don't have to be scared of it. Okay. Yep, perfection. Okay, so now is the fun part, you get to use the pastry brush. So pretend you're a painter. You're gonna take this, and I want you to paint the puff pastry. Yep. Yep, just like that. So while she's doing that, I'm going to talk about this filling. So the filling for the brown sugar, you're going to need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then we're going to put that in there. But if you wanted it to be more fruity, you could also do strawberry jam, which is fun too. Or really whatever kind of jam you like. What other kind of jam do you think would be good?
Grape, maybe.
You really love the grapes, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had a grape Pop-Tart, but it kind of sounds like it might be good. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So now that we have that done, we're going to now take our filling. You need 1 tablespoon of the filling, so find your tablespoon measurement. Yep. You're gonna fill it up. Yep, like kind of heaping, so that means over full, right? And then put it on just one of the sides. So let's make it just these sides, okay? So put it right there. Yeah. No, you're gonna do the one whole thing. Okay. Like that, because you want it, you know how you like it. Okay. Extra cinnamony. Delicious. Okay, just like that. Okay, so then, yep.
On each one?
Yep, on each one of them. The whole thing, right like that. Then let's do 1 strawberry. Let's do 1 strawberry. You want to do 1 strawberry?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's do that one. 1 tablespoon of that right here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then just like that, you can kind of just spread it down.
Okay.
just like that. And you just want to make sure that you don't get the jelly really close to the edges, otherwise it'll drip out. Not that that would be a bad thing, but it's just not as, pretty. So now that we've done that, we're going to take this side and we're going to fold it over like that. See, like that?
Oh.
Okay. Can you take it like that on the other side of there? I'll do two and you do two.
Okay.
See how it kind of like acts like a glue a little bit?
Wait.
You got it?
Did you do that one for me?
Yep.
Like that?
Nice. Yep. Perfect. Okay. And now what we need is a fork to press it. So let me go grab one. And just like this, baby. Like this. And press it all the way across. Just like that. See? Do you want to go grab a fork too and you can do a couple?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to go all the way across with these, and then I'm going to poke it to make sure that it kind of can air out when it's in the oven.
Like that?
Or kind of steam, let out that steam. Yep. Just like that. And then I'm going to put it on a pan. Yep. You're doing great. So you're going to want to either put parchment down here on a cookie sheet, or you can just spray it with some Pam, and that'll work too.
Okay. Ah.
Is that one sticking a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me kind of help you a little bit. So the good thing is the most important thing is you really want them to seal, otherwise all that filling will just kind of come out. So you got to press down on it hard, okay? Just like that.
Okay.
So let me move these ones out of the way. These are kind of close, so there you go. Does that help you a little bit?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Put that over here. Okay, and then we're gonna cook these at 375 for about 20 minutes. So let's go put it in the oven at 375.
Okay.
Okay, so how long, do you remember how long I said that we need to cook it for?
I do not.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay, so make sure you set a timer, otherwise you're gonna have burnt Pop-Tarts and that won't be fun for anybody. Okay.
Okay.
So now that we've done that, okay, so now that we have the Pop-Tarts in the oven, we're going to make the most delicious part, the frosting, okay? So we need 3/4 cup of confectioner sugar. So usually you don't find a 3/4 cup, right, with it in a set of cups, measurements. So how many 1/4 do you need to make 3/4?
3.
Good, because 1/4 plus
1/4 plus 1/4.
equals what?
3/4.
Good, can you do 3 1/4 cups in here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's beautiful. There you go. Yep, and one more. Yep. Okay, and then after you put that in, you need one, yep, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we need 1 tablespoon of milk.
Is that good?
Yep. Okay, and we need half a teaspoon of cinnamon, because we're making the cinnamon brown sugar frosting. So if you wanted to make a frosting for the strawberry one, you would just omit the cinnamon, and then you can actually put a couple little bits of food dye in there to make it pink if you wanted. Okay, and then you need 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The good stuff. Okay. And then once you take out the Pop-Tarts, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're completely cooled off first before you put the frosting on there. So once they're completely cooled. And as you can see, like it's kind of clumping together, that's totally fine. You can kind of see like, okay, do I need a little bit more liquid? Yep, I'm gonna add a little bit more of our milk in there to get it the right consistency. You just don't want to make it too thin, because otherwise it won't harden up and it won't be like the frosting you're used to on Pop-Tarts. And then just making sure that with this, that you get out all of the clumps. Now it's like perfectly smooth. See? Okay. And if you thinned it out by accident, that's totally fine. You could just add some more confectioner sugar to get it to the right consistency. So see how it's a little bit thick like that? That's what you want. Okay, so let's go get those Pop-Tarts. Okay, so we frosted our Pop-Tarts, and then because it's spring, and I love pastel, you decided to put what on there?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. So these ones are the strawberry ones, and these ones are the brown sugar ones. Do you want to try one and see what you think?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Very good.
Good? Better than the box kind?
Mhm.
Okay. Mission accomplished.